What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux. In today's video, girl, you won't believe the drama. Well, it looks like James Charles is in the drama again, girl. Talking to another straight man. What's going on, girl? What? First of all, I just want to say, before we get into this drama, I told y'all so. James Charles is at it again. He was talking to another straight guy. The straight guy exposed the receipts. I have all the receipts and deleted tweets, girl. I have the text messages. We're going to be reading them and going through it. We're going to be playing the video, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. So, before I get into that, very quickly, this video is sponsored the house by AdamandEve.com. Thank you, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. You guys are amazing. Thank you for using code LUX when you check out at AdamandEve.com. They have free shipping, United States and Canada, and a portion of the proceeds goes to help and fight and find a cure for HIV and AIDS. So thank you, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. And if you're shopping there for Valentine's Day, don't forget to use code LUX to save 50% off plus free shipping. Let's get on with this drama. I went to Sephora. Okay. I know, shut up, don't cover me, leave me alone. I spent $50 on this one lipstick and I do not like it, so do not buy it. You can get really good lipstick at GerardCosmetics.com, freaking Milani, just to name a few. This is the color. I got Divine Rose. Can I show you what it looks like? Well, I have it on right now. I don't know. I don't like the color. I don't know. 50, wait, what's wrong with this lipstick? Whatever, it's faulty. I got that, bore in the house. Then I went and I tried the new Lady Gaga setting powder, talc-free setting powder. I have it on right now. And let me tell you, I think I fall in love with something new. I really, really like this, and I'm kind of shook that I like it. Cosas, doesn't that mean like stuff in Spanish? So Cosas has, I don't even know what it was. It's the Cloud Set Baked Setting and Smoothing Powder. This is what it looks like right here. I actually really like it. When I put it on my face, I was like, oh, I saw an instant result. So I actually kind of like this one. And it was kind of affordable, wasn't expensive, but I just don't understand. Baked setting and smoothing powder. So it sets your makeup and it smooths it out. Anyways, it's like, I think I got other stuff too. Oh yes, one more thing I got. Sephora Haul. Remember when people used to do Sephora Hauls to get millions of views? Okay. So I picked up the Lady Gaga House Lab bronzer, and this is also a talc-free powdered bronzer. So here we go. So I'm loving this talc-free movement, and I freaking love that. This is a talc-free bronzer, and I have it on right here, just like right here. So if you see it, you see it. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so James Charles, and I got that today at Sephora, okay. So James Charles been caught talking to this guy on Instagram. Now, apparently, like I said, there's 3 sides to every story. There's James Charles' side, the boy's side, and then what really happened.
So if I'm being like, oh my God, David, you're annoying, over text, right? You don't know if I'm saying like, oh my God, David, you're being annoying. Or like, oh my God, David, you're being annoying. Or like, oh my God, David, you're being f***ing annoying. Because all 3 of those are completely different like emotions that you cannot see through text. You only get to actually experience those through a FaceTime call or through being in person. Even over the phone, you still miss out on things because you're missing somebody's facial expressions, right? So because you refuse to hang out with people or because you refuse to FaceTime, you're not allowing people to actually get to know you as like a human being. And that's a massive, massive problem whenever it comes to being in a relationship with somebody. You cannot fall in love with somebody simply just from text. So obviously being that you are straight, I would assume that you don't know a lot about like the gay community.
Now, James Charles can easily say, I've been baited. They baited me again, girl. I would have got away with it too. It wasn't for your meddly kids. You know, stuff like that. Damn feather got on the damn camera, girl. Is it feather or is it cat hair? I don't know. Anyway, apparently he's been pursuing this guy, and the guy does not want to talk to James Charles. Then James Charles sends him a video message stating, you know, if you don't want to FaceTime me, how are you supposed to know if you're a good person, if we're a match? Like, basically what it seems like is like, how are you going to sit there and say you're not gay when you haven't tried it? That's basically what he's saying. Okay, first of all, let's get into these text messages because I have a lot to say. So there's a little text message that went on. I have the receipts right here on my pink iPad. Love it so much. Okay, now I screenshot it before it got deleted, so let me see if I can find the receipts. Go. Very interesting tea. I have the receipts right here. We're gonna read them. Okay, so James Charles says it's in vanish mode. So for those who don't know, it means when you send a message and then when someone sees it, it goes away. It's really lucrative role. Now, apparently they had the phone laying down and they had another phone taking a picture of what he was saying. That's how they have this right here, because once you look at it, it disappears. But they tapped on it and they took a picture of it. And it says James Charles at the top, and there's a blue check mark too. And it says, it's really lucrative role, said James Charles. It's called My Boyfriend. Requirements: 6'2" or higher. Must love escape rooms, horror movies, and cuddling. Big DICK energy. Armpit hair, which this has been a trend. James Charles said he liked armpit hair before. Here it is again. Okay. An occasional FaceTime call. The salary is 60. What? The salary is $0. Okay, I'm confused. Why would there be an occasional FaceTime call if the guy is his boyfriend and going to be living with James Charles? We'll get to that in a minute. Salary is $0, but it's a good job offer, I think. Perks include a cute boyfriend with a great personality and huge ass, free living in a $10 million house in LA, fun travel opportunities, good head, and more. This was a little bit of a decisive move. This was very calculated, because if the guy's living with you in your $10 million mansion, why would there need to be an occasional FaceTime call? Let me tell you what. Listen, I'm gonna keep real. I've lived in a $1 million mansion. Okay, I used to rent this $1 million penthouse. Literally, it was over $1 million penthouse, and I was renting it. And I had a live-in assistant. Girl, let me tell you what. I do not want to FaceTime the people that I see every day at home. I just don't. It's like this one time I had this job. Oh, rest her soul. She passed away. Love her so much. I had this one coworker, and we used to work 12-hour shifts together. Day shift and sometimes night shift. And I'll never forget. She was like, "You got Facebook?" I said, "Yes." So she sent me a friend request on Facebook. And when I got the friend request, I did not accept it. And the next day at work, she was like, "How come you didn't add me as a friend on Facebook?" And I said, "I see you for 12 hours a day. I don't want to go home and relax and open up my phone and see you on my and see you there too." Okay, I'm just sorry. I just don't. I see enough of you already. Okay, and that's kind of how I feel about this situation with James Charles. If the guy's living with you, why would there need to be an occasional FaceTime call? Like, what are you talking about? So you're wanting to FaceTime him because in his argument, when he's stating his case to this guy, he's saying, "FaceTime me. How come you don't FaceTime me?" And then he's saying it in here.
So if I'm being like, "Oh my God, David, you're annoying," over text, right? You don't know if I'm saying like, "Oh my God, David, you're being annoying." Or like, "Oh my God, David, you're being annoying." Or like, "Oh my God, David, you're being annoying." Because all three of those are completely different like emotions that you cannot see through text. You only get to actually experience those through a FaceTime call or through being in person. Even over the phone, you still miss out on things because you're missing somebody's facial expressions, right? So because you refuse to hang out with people or because you refuse to FaceTime, you're not allowing people to actually get to know you as like a human being. And that's a massive, massive problem whenever it comes to being in a relationship with somebody. You cannot fall in love with somebody simply just from text.
Occasional FaceTime. That way, if the guy does accept the offer, he's like, "All right, let me go ahead and FaceTime him to close the deal." I don't see anything in here about no Louis Vuitton. I don't see anything in here about trips to Paris, trips to Dolce & Gabbana, Chanel, Gucci. I don't see no trips like that on here. Listen, if this was my requirement, listen, I'm gonna need a $10 million mansion, trips occasionally to Louis Vuitton, to the newest collection, and Gucci, and occasional Chanel, because they're kind of boring sometimes. I need the latest makeup when it comes out, if I find interest in it. I also need a salary of $8,000 a month, okay? Like, James Charles, if you're trying to get a man, you gotta pay to play, honey. You can't offer these men $0. Oops, sorry, I broke something. You gotta pay, honey. You gotta pay the house. I guarantee you, if you would've got that boy's phone number and sent him a little $500, $1,000, $4,000, here you go, just because, have a nice day, hope you FaceTime me later. Girl, you would've got a FaceTime call like that. And then second of all, James Charles is a liar, because James Charles does not have a $10 million house in LA. He has a $7 million house. I know we're cutting hairs here, but I'm just saying, we all flex. You know, whenever you're trying to impress somebody, you flex and you try to like hype up your net worth, or you try to hype up how cool you are or something like that, whatever. It's so silly to me that this is happening right now. Okay, so anyways, that was the situation for James Charles. James Charles, as of the time of making this video, which is, it is 8 o'clock p.m. my time, Central Time, I want to go and check if James Charles has responded, has said anything to this at all, and we're gonna find out. And I might be blocked. No, I'm not blocked. Okay. James Charles' last post was this picture here hanging out in the car, and he says, this is 5 days ago. Grateful the rain didn't melt this makeup off last night. I guess it rained in LA or something. Okay, James Charles is hanging out in the back of a car. All right, then James Charles posted a picture of some tacos. So he is not bothered. That was 21 hours ago, and that's the last thing he posted was that. So James Charles has not responded as of time making this video that I know of, anything. Unless he has, I'll put it up here if he has. Okay, I want to know what you guys think about this situation with James Charles. Is it another coincidence? Is it too close for home? I will be waiting and watching what you guys have to say about it. Okay, love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye, love you so much.